catch yourself doing this as well. So, when we come from the corporate world, when we've, even not just in the corporate world, but I feel like it's maybe something that we can be raised with, this notion of, you need to work hard to be successful, or you need to do more to have more, you need to work more hours to make more money, and beliefs like that, right? Which those beliefs aren't bad in and of themselves. It's just that we have a lot of those. If you're anything like me, you have a lot of those that you've been carrying for your whole life, right? So as maybe you're a new coach, or a coach who's been doing this for a while, and you've stepped away from your corporate job. Maybe you've stepped to full-time coaching, to full-time running your own business like I have. So I find myself sometimes, I just found myself doing this today, is that we're no longer in the corporate world, but there are these beliefs and these programming and these old stories that are still kind of with us, that may pop up sometimes, like, I'm having too much fun, I must not be working hard enough, or I'm not going to be successful because it feels too easy, it feels too fun, it feels too spacious, right? It feels like I haven't done enough, I'm not stressed out, so I must not be working hard enough. I guess since summer started, which is only like a couple of weeks, I have a lot of spaciousness in my life. My son's home for the summer, and I've had the intention to create a lot of spaciousness in my business over the summer, because I want to be able to enjoy the summer with my son. I don't want him to be sitting in front of the TV all day long while I'm cooped up in my office working, right? I didn't want it to look like that. I wanted summer to feel fun. I wanted him to be able to grow up feeling like summertime is a fun time, and me also be able to enjoy that time with him, because he's going to start kindergarten in the fall, and that's real school. And for the rest of his, life, for a long time, he's going to have school, and summer is just going to be the break time, right? And so I really wanted to be intentional about that. And so I'm creating this spaciousness. I'm really being intentional, and that's what I wanted, and I've created it. And at the same time, it's like I feel like this old pattern that comes up and rears its ugly head and says, hey, you're not working enough, you're not doing enough, you're not going to be successful, you're not doing enough, right? And really, those are just limiting beliefs. It's not true. It doesn't have to be true for you if you choose to not operate from that place, that I have to work more to make more. I have to work hard and long hours and, burn the candle at both ends if I want to be a successful entrepreneur. So I found myself I want to give you this challenging question. Have you left your corporate job and simply painted a new paint color on what you wanted to leave? So maybe the reason you wanted to leave your corporate job, if you're anything like me, is that you wanted more spaciousness. You wanted less work time and more family time, or more fun time, or more play time, or more of a balance, instead of I have all this time where I'm sitting in front of this computer at work in this cubicle, and then I have like 2 hours in the evening where I'm trying to stuff everything into my life that's actually really important to me, like my family, my marriage, myself, my fitness, my fun, being close to God, all these things that hey, how are you? Is it Thais? I want to say that right. Hopefully I pronounced that right. Thank you for tuning in. So tell me, have you left your corporate job? Are you a coach full time? Are you still, in the transition, or are you maybe wanting to keep both, which is totally fine. To each their own. But for me, I wanted to create spaciousness, and then I find myself feeling like, oh my gosh, I'm not working enough. You know what I mean? Because it feels fun, and it feels easy, and it feels spacious, and it feels like I have peace and I have time. It doesn't feel like I don't feel like I'm like, oh my gosh, I have no time, I have all these things to do. And it can be like your brain then starts to say, you must be doing something wrong because you're not stressed out, you don't have an overload of things on your plate, you aren't rushing around like crazy. You aren't, and it's like I found myself, and I wonder, tell me if you ever find yourself feeling that way, like something's missing, something's wrong, because that stress is gone. And so I just want to, I want to kind of challenge us all here of, we said this is the life that we want. We said we want a life of ease and flow where we can, where we don't operate from the belief that we have to work more to be successful. That actually we operate from the belief that sometimes less is more. Sometimes working less, which means me being tied to my desk at home, doing that less, being out more, having more fun, actually produces more success, because it's about who you're being much more than how much you're doing, if that makes sense. And so I just want to kind of, I feel like I'm not explaining this right, and I hope that I am. I hope you're getting something out of this. Awesome. I'm excited for you to be a coach full-time if that's what you're wanting to do. Because it's this amazing feeling. I feel amazing. I got to take my son to Vacation Bible School this morning, and then I sat at a coffee shop and worked with my other two health coach friends that I'm very close with here, and we took some pictures, and we did a little bit of work on my website, making it pretty. I want to change a few things, but I got home, and now I'm about to take my son to the pool, and I'm going to hit the gym, and I felt this weird feeling like I'm not doing enough. Like, why am I not stressed? Why am I not in a rush? Why am I not running around like crazy? Because it's like this foreign feeling to not have that. It's foreign to feel like I'm not constantly saying I don't have time. I have so much to do, and when we come out of the corporate world or, our old job, it can feel like this is strange. And our brain can start to say, like, you're not doing something right. You're doing something wrong. You're not working enough. And because even though it was something that we did not want, all that stress and that rushing, and that it's something that we're used to and can even feel comfortable. And so it comes down to these levels of toleration. What are you tolerating in your life? And if before something that felt really comfortable, although not something that we like, is maybe stress, maybe not having enough time, maybe rushing, maybe all these things. And so when you're shifting into this place of spaciousness, it can feel, even though it's what you wanted, it can like feel wrong in some way. It can feel like this feels too good. And so I want to encourage you to really notice when that happens and to allow yourself to open up to more goodness flowing in, and just kicking up the level of toleration of good in your life, of ease and flow, and allowing that to be the new normal, allowing that feeling, allowing yourself to notice that, and to say, like, no, it's okay that I'm not rushing. It's okay that I have spaciousness. It's okay that I don't have a long list of things to do, because this is actually who I'm wanting to be, and I'm being her, and that's the energy that I'm putting out, and it's okay. Part of me who is used to being stressed, it's okay. This is our new normal. This is the life that we wanted to create, and to take a deep breath and allow that to sink in, and just enjoy the pleasure of the life that you're creating, and to enjoy that spaciousness. Yes. Tice says that we are so used to being busy and constantly on the go, it does feel unproductive. Yes, that's exactly. Thank you for that word. It feels unproductive, like I'm having way too much fun. That must mean I'm not working hard enough. I'm not going to be successful, and then your brain starts to freak out, right? So I want to encourage you. That's not what that means. It means that you're creating the life, the spaciousness that you want to create. And you're only going to be able to help your clients to create that if that's the lifestyle that they want to create, which is for my clients. We want that life. And to allow yourself to really embrace that it's a limiting belief to think that you have to work harder, or more hours equals more money, more hours equals more clients, more hours equals more, success. That's not true. It's only true if you choose to make that true for yourself, that you can absolutely operate from the place of the more I'm in flow, the more I'm enjoying life, the more I am allowing myself to be open to more of that, right? What is the saying? What we appreciate appreciates, right? So really just knowing that we are allowed to have that spaciousness, and what a beautiful thing it is. And that when those old patterns come up, just to notice them and not to shame yourself about it, just to notice them and say, oh, isn't that so funny that I'm feeling like I'm having too much fun and I'm not being productive? No, I choose to operate from the belief that actually doing what I am doing, which is resting and enjoying life and having fun and building my business in a way that feels really fun and natural and easy and in ease and flow, is actually what's going to continue to create the success that I want. And so I hope that I explained that right. That was just something that came up for me, and I really wanted to share it because I bet that there are a lot of us who are used to these old patterns of stress and overwhelm and feeling like, oh, this is just life. We always never have enough time. We're always on the go. We're always running. We're always stressed. We're always busy. And that it feels different when you consciously create the life that you really actually want to be living. And so I just wanted to share that with you guys. I hope that you got a little nugget of wisdom out of that was encouraging and helpful. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hi, Rachel. Hi, Tavia. Thanks for tuning in, ladies. Tell me if you got anything out of my rambling today. And thank you so much for being here. See you guys soon.